Hello and welcome to another video. In today's video we're going to be putting on a bit of a virtual tractor show for you, which will display most of our collection. Unfortunately we haven't been able to get all of our collection out, but you do not want to know how long it took us to get the amount that's out there out, and we're talking days, not hours. But still, because of COVID, tractor shows were cancelled last year and the same this year here in the UK. So I'm sure other people watching from the UK have suffered the same. So we wanted to put on a bit of a virtual tractor show for you. Right, so you join me in the beer tent here in our tractor show. Not many people here, of course, but there are the exhibits, and I'll take you through what they are, and I'll say the years for the ones that I do know, because I'm not fully sure on all of the years. And of course memory comes into it. So first of all, here on the front row, this is our 1960 Bolens Ridermatic, which that'd be a nice restoration project at some point. Then we have our 61 Ridermatic, which you might remember from an earlier project on my YouTube channel. It's painted blue. Then the 62 Ridermatic, which is probably one of the most featured tractors on our channel. We did we made up an aftermarket exhaust to go on the side. Then we have the 1962 Bolens Husky 600, which you may remember we kind of paused the project on, and we've brought out here to show. Then next to it we have this Bolens 800, which the previous owner was halfway through a restoration by the looks of it, and then just kind of gave up or sold it. Then we have the Bolens 900, which we did quite a long series on fixing this up, and it still runs. And then we have a Bolens 1000, which looks very similar to the 900, but has a 10 horsepower engine instead. Now onto the second row here, and we start off with this Bolens 1050. We do have an 850, which if we could get it out of storage, we'd put it here, but we can't, because we couldn't get it out of storage. Then there's the 1050, we do have a couple of these. And then we have the three 1054s. Now, these two were made in 1971. This red one here was made in 1972. Now, all of these were running when we put them away, but this one decided that the fuel line came off, and then this one didn't want to start, but this one is still very reliable. Bit of an obvious thing wrong with this 1253 to stop it starting, but we do have the original engine for it. Then there's this yellow painted 1254, which a lot of tractors here in the UK, the older ones, were painted different colours to stop them rusting. And then of course the old 1964 Bolens Estate Keeper EK7. After 2 years of being in storage, this Estate Keeper, first turn of the ignition, started up straight away, which is amazing to me. Now, missing from this kind of Husky lineup is a couple of 1053s and the 1477, which isn't in good enough condition to bring it out here at the moment. Now onto the third row, which is newer tube frames. Now we start here with this G10 actually, which is one of the older G10s because it has the Husky logo, but it's still a G10 and not a proper Husky. That featured in an introduction video, I believe. And then we have this G10, which has the Haban sickle bomber on the side, which we took to the dental show, if you've seen that video. Then here we have one of our G12s, it's the one with the hydraulic lift kit. The other one was a bit stuck in storage, so we didn't get it out. And then we have two Bolens G14s here. Now, this one, you may remember we did a whole project on getting working, and that actually ran quite well. And this one we got before I started doing YouTube. We got it working, and then we just kind of put it into storage. So that doesn't start. However, it still has what I'm guessing is the original dealer decal on there, so it says it's from Norfolk, which is pretty interesting into the history of the tractor. Then if we come along here, there's 3 Bolens H16s. This one and then the one on the end are the later ones. This one is an earlier one because it has the husky thing on there. And the previous owner to this, when Dad bought it off them, made sure that they told him that it was called Howard, which I'm assuming comes from Howard Bolens, Howard being the importer of Bolens to the UK. Now on to the fourth and final row of this exhibition. Firstly, we have the 1974 Bolens HT20, which you might remember we put our homemade snowplow on. Then we have the 1980 Bolens HT23. This is the one we got recently-ish, and we've just done quite a lot of work on. Then we have our other 1980 Bolens HT23, which has the deck on, which we've had for quite a while and has been our main grass cutting tractor. And here we have a Wheelhorse D160, which we did get to run and was one of my first videos on this channel, which was unedited before I started doing editing. And then next to it we have this Wheelhorse D200, which is basically almost like a 20 horsepower version of the D160, with other features of course, and it has the same engine as the HT20 in that Bolens over there. So that would be an interesting comparison, and I'm sure would cause many arguments in garden tractor forums. And then last but not least is the Westwood D1200, made in 1987. going to end this video here now though. Tell us what you think in the comments below, what you thought of our virtual tractor show. But it is time to end. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Please subscribe to my channel, like this video and see our other videos. More to follow as we do more on this tractor. Bye!